Flux.
Hey guys, it's Flux here. Welcome back to this SimCity 5 single player Let's Play. And we are back in this new city, working on this new interchange. I know it took a little while, and we are nearly done with it. We're going to go ahead and first start off with this little spot back here we were working on last time. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to fit in a curved spot. I think I want to put it on the inside versus the outside to kind of conserve some space. So I'm going to try and delete this part here and see if we can make some sort of like merge on or something. Let's just see if we can do this in the first place. I don't really know how easy this all is. Let's just try to go down a bit. I'm going to go down this much for now. And then I'm going to delete this and go down further. Kind of a gradual decline. Is that the right height? No, it's not. It is here, but nowhere else. Alright. Let's see here. Decrease one more down. Try that, and we'll try and go from here down a bit farther. Kind of a tedious thing to do, but I think that this usually ends up working out in our favor. So I'm just going to keep going with what I'm doing here. And there we have it, kind of a gradual-ish ramp. Not exactly perfect, but that's alright. Go back a tiny bit and merge this part on. I kind of like to do a bit of a wacky sweep whenever I make intersections. That way they don't, like this. That way they don't, whoa. That's not bad. It's a bit off, actually. It's really hard to make these connect properly. Like the best way is always something like this, which usually it's hard to do on sides of mountains, obviously. So yeah, today we should hopefully get started on our actual, probably even do it from here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted again. Hopefully get started on our actual city and be done with this interchange. I know I'm very invested in this interchange at this point. I want it to look really good, and that's not a bad thing, I don't think. So, yeah. There we go. This is a bit more flat, but I think that's going to do it. And there you have it. So now we can go ahead and connect this thing this way. Like so. Just kind of have these follow each other up the side of the mountain here. Ironically, this side doesn't really have a... not ironically, that wasn't ironic at all. I don't know where I came up with that. Oddly enough, this side doesn't really have a real avenue connecting it, so it's kind of just a combination of two regular roads, which I guess is fine. So let's see. We still need, so this connects over to here. We still need one spot from here to this way. See pretty much the exact same thing on this side. Then we can kind of just top off by finishing off all these roads. And why is this not straight? It's kind of odd. I'll just go down twice or once. There we go. And then we're going to go from there into a turn. Look at how smooth this is all of a sudden. I actually went back and overclocked my GPU recently, just kind of playing around with it a bit, and it actually really improved performance. Also that, and the fact that I'm playing in a new city. Once I get all those simulations coming in, it gets kind of laggy, but right now we're living the dream. Yeah, steady 60 FPS, which is really nice for me. Probably the same thing for you guys on YouTube though, because I think YouTube caps at like 30 or something. Alright. So we need to continue this a bit farther. Let's go to about here. We'll merge it about that point. I'm going to delete these though. Make kind of a middle ground spot. There we go. Go back one here and back two here. I want this as equal as possible and as close as possible to the front part so we don't have a bunch of wasted space over here. So then we can do this. Surprisingly not too bad for a random turn off of this. I'm actually going to go a bit farther than delete again so that we have an even distribution. Don't know why that's doing that, but okay. Just go from here. No. Would you look at that? Almost exactly straight. There we go. Okay, so we now have 3 different locations for each side. Looks like this one has straight, right, left. Straight. Is that right or left? Straight. Oh, yeah, there we go. Straight, left, right. And straight, left. Huh, why are there more here? This one goes where? Where does that go anyway? Here we go. Oh, this one looks a UE. Okay. So left, straight. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess there are 4 options from this side, but then why are there not only... Okay. Oh, what am I thinking? Of course. This is the one that doesn't have all of them, and it's because it's missing to the right side, which is easy to do. Okay, I was like, what is going on? Am I going crazy? So in that case, we can make one more road going from here to there. Can actually go through here. It's actually a fairly easy road to make. Like that. Awesome. And that is our interchange. So now it's just a matter of connecting all these roads. I'm going to go ahead and do that up here. Definitely kind of an interesting way to do this top part. I don't know how we're going to make all these connect. Most likely by all merging together. We don't really have a an avenue, so might not be a bad thing to consider placing back here. I might actually just go ahead and make these kind of turn back around again, go different places, and not all go to the same place. That way we have kind of a nice backside as well. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's just figure this out real quick. It's kind of the most complicated part of our interchange in terms of exiting. So I think they're all just kind of funnel into different parts of a little back grid. That way we have equal division, and you can easily get from one place to the other, if that makes any sense. So let's do the backside then. I think putting something like right here is good. All right, let's see how far we can zone out here. It's about right. This is kind of just a useless hole. I don't know what that's really going to do in the future. Probably nothing. We can go ahead and make this one just continue going to the right, actually. I think we'll have a branch off early. Like this. And kind of just turn into this. Like that. Should optimize our building ability. I wonder if we can build things on this mountain somehow. I mean, probably not, but it'd be kind of cool if we could make it work. So that's that. Our next step is this way a little ways. And I think I can make these merge if I do something interesting. So this basically just means that anybody coming from any of these sides is going to go straight in. And then anyone coming from this side's going to have to go off a bit, which is fine. It should kind of divert traffic in different locations and not make them all go in the same spot. Probably actually going to be the most efficient side, believe it or not, even though it's not going to have any avenue. I think because it's going to split the traffic up, it should make intersections very scarce. Or at least big intersections scarce. Intersections aren't bad, but intersections that bottleneck everything are bad. So you got to be careful about that. Let's do this. Then we can connect you here. Wow, that's just a straight up weird looking intersection, but whatever floats your boat, SimCity. Actually, I want this to be a bit closer to the road here. I don't want it to get too far off. So we'll go like this to... Oh, just can't. I think something like this. What? Why would you want to do that? Okay. So unfortunately, a bit of a texture glitch here, but I think that overall, that's a fairly nice way to do this little intersection merging. Kind of odd that they all kind of come together, but the fact that they're just individual roads shouldn't make it too big of a deal. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to split this one and make it into 2 and 2, just to make it better. I think that's a better way to do this, if I had to make a decision. So I'm going to go ahead and make this follow this road. Go one further back than that even. Just how close I'm getting to this road, it's ridiculous. There we go. Okay, now we can make a little merge right here. Look at that weird intersection. Please don't make weird intersections, that would be greatly appreciated. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. Although, actually, I think we'll do that. Tucker, go on. Hey. My dog is coming in while I'm working. Anyway, back to what we're doing. So I think from here, we can move this. I want to make this into a very efficient backside of the grid. I don't want to have too many intersections, though. I'm going to get rid of this part here. Wait, no. That's fine. I want to make this into a turn. That's what I wanted to do. Let's check real quick before we do anything else here. Exactly how our wind is blowing. If we're lucky, it'll go this way. If we're not, everyone in the city is going to have a bad time. Because I kind of want to have them... Come on. Oh. Okay, we can make that work. So we'll just have all the factories then back in this little corner here. Because I wanted to have, like I said, the industry be on this side and then have all the high-tech stuff be on this side. But if I do that, we just got to make sure we have all the factories over here so we don't have all the industry stuff blowing into this area. But I think so far this little intersection looks pretty good, so that's good. Before I continue this side, though, I'm going to go ahead and quickly finish these real quick because these are already kind of there. So let's do that now. Let's quickly make, let's see. Was I going to make this go under the ground a bit or no? I mean, I guess I wasn't. I think I was thinking it, but I think now that I'm already here, I'm just going to not worry about it. So we're going to go about this far in. Oh, that's why I was planning on doing it. I was thinking it, but I didn't do it. What I actually wanted to do was start, like I said, back this way, and then connect it. That way we have a more straight road. Okay. We need to delete here. And here, and merge this here. There we go. Okay, so now we can merge here like this. What the? Probably is actually the best we can do. Let's stick with that. A little glitching there. Okay, so now we can go ahead and go from here. And I think, as opposed to our previous city, our Somerset city, I think that this intersection will actually be better because unlike that one, where there was usually a second option to turn, this one only has every single turn lane or merge lane in this whole intersection is actually necessary in some form or way. Obviously, I could do some weird long routes. I don't think there's a lot of shortcuts here, but I could do something like, I mean, instead of going straight, I could like turn off here, go this way, go up, go this way, and then do a UE back here. That'll be longer. And same with, things like this. I could obviously go right, and then instead of going up this way and straight ahead into here, I could go here and then turn and then go through this whole city. But obviously, each way this way is actually a longer cut. It's not any shorter. So, and it's also right in the middle of the city. So I think that this should be not only efficient but entirely necessary, as opposed to our previous one. And actually, it'll be 100% necessary because we're going to have people going off this way into this city, and it's going to means this part of the city, which means we're going to need to have people going this way and using this interchange. So that's good. Let's go ahead and make these merge now. we're gonna go. Oh, that actually worked better than I thought. Could probably make a little turn merge part from here. Let's see. Nope. It's alright. What I meant to do was something more like not that, but like that. That's like the ideal turn lane. See how it doesn't glitch out the intersection at all, but at the same time it makes a proper merge lane. That's the way I want it. Fortunately, it's kind of hard to come by now. That one's good. The doubles are always easy because they always just kind of balance each other out on each side. It doesn't cause any problems. Alright, then we go here. And this one is kind of on a little bit of a bump, so let's kind of fix that. I think that's due to just it being coming out of the odd. Wish that wouldn't happen, but whatever. I think it's just kind of inevitable at this point. Let's go back one further then while we're at it. This one actually could go into a trench, and it would work okay. Although I don't want it to. I want it to be a kind of main highway, so let's not do that. We actually want it to kind of come out a bit this way and then make a little bit of a curve. So I'm going to go like this. It's the most non-damaged way of doing this. I don't want to cause some giant bumps or anything like that. Just a nice, simple... Oh, that was almost perfect. Like that, maybe? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Bit of a dent there, but not too bad. So from there, we can go to the center, which is going to be right about here. Let's work from the sides, because I just want to make sure we have enough room for the exact dimensions. So if we go this way, we're going to have... use a little park trick that I showed in my last video. If you didn't see that, it's just a little trick on using a medium wealth park to create the exact dimensions and distances. Why do I have people... Oh, right, I wanted to pause it. I forgot to. And then we can go ahead and go here, and this will give us the exact dimension of a high-density building, so we don't have to worry about cutting our zones off at all. We can just go straight down here. I think from here it's all simple turns. I don't really like how this is such an abrupt turn on this side versus here where it's not so much. There we go, much better. Okay, so this is the exact dimension here. We're going to go all the way to the end, and then we're going to have, let's see. If we cut this at a bit of a corner, we could actually make this turn, which would be pretty interesting to do. Let's try it. Because I'm curious as to what it would look like. Do something like this. High density here. Make a little turn in the back. It's not really the turn I want. That's good. Okay. It's kind of the same thing, whatever. So now, if we put a little tree back here, we can see the exact dimensions from the diagonal. And then use that to our advantage to make this turn work correctly. It's going to leave some space back here, which is kind of nice. We can make something big back here even if we wanted to. See how it works, though. And by starting right there, we can ensure that we have the exact width, and it works perfectly. Awesome. So that should fit all high density all around. A bit of a loss in density because of the fact that it's curving, and it's just going to create naturally, you know, buildings are square, obviously. They're not going to fit perfectly in there. They'll fit, but it won't make a densely packed urban look. But that's all right. That's not my main concern anyway. At least for the backside. In the front side here, it's nice, but as we get towards the end, it's kind of nice that it kind of tapered ending kind of thing. It's not so abrupt. So now we can focus on actually ending the road, and I may actually have the road go down and then connect back again over here. It would definitely decrease traffic going through this intersection, which may be useful. I don't want to say it's 100% the best thing to do. If we want to make sure the the stuff comes through these. Let's not do that. I want to make sure that all the traffic comes either through here or through one of these merge lanes. I don't want to have traffic taking shortcuts through here. It'll just make this useless and put all the traffic from this big density area back here over in this little road, so I don't want to do that. But we can kind of make a little ending back here. And I do know, let's see, just based on this, how can I do this right? I think this backside for factories would be a good idea, like I was saying before. So I think I'm going to do a bit extra room here. Let's see, how do these fit in here? Just trying to make a factory real quick and just see how they fit. I believe, though, there should be enough room, yeah, for not only a factory, but... Actually, factories are about the size of one high density, so I don't want to worry about that then. I want to make it the exact same as it would if it was just regular buildings. Let's go a bit further then. Something like that should do, and that will allow us to, you can test it here. See, we're going to fit factories there just fine, and then we will end the road here. I think that's also the right call. Awesome. So then how we plan this out is kind of the interesting part, because we got a curve here to work with, which will be okay. Just a bit of different roads to make all this work. And why is that doing that? There we go. I think this is all going to be optimized. By the time we put buildings out here, it should kind of just fill this little corner almost perfectly, actually. Look at that. It even kind of goes right around the inside of here. And I think I'll stop zoning once you get past here to kind of preserve the interchange's natural curve and look. But this side could definitely hold things. Possibly some transit centers. Maybe some... I think a transit center would not be a bad idea for that spot. But I don't know how exactly we could fit things in here. Maybe some mega towers would be a good idea. Let's do that. Let's make mega towers. We can make a little road crossing just to the mega tower right here. We won't even worry about merging onto this highway so we don't interrupt the flow. Have a mega tower there, which should actually fit. We're not going to be able to look at it exactly, but if I just hover, I believe I could at least show it. I think that'll fit. I don't know. Definitely, they're definitely mega for a reason. I don't think that'll fit, actually. That's too bad. I could still fit a power plant. What do we need again? I forgot already. There's one thing I need. Oh, right. Well, I need a hospital, but that's kind of a given anyway. I think we'll work it out actually next episode because I'm getting a bit close to my ending point here. I think what I want to do, I'm gonna do this part anyway, but I don't want to worry about actually starting the zoning or the building yet. But what I want you guys to do while we do this last part of the episode is I want you to comment down below. Let me know what you think about what the specialization should be, because I want it to be something profitable. It could be like electronics or something that will make enough money to sustain the city and, you know, allow it to have its own utilities is basically the point. It just needs to sustain the city, make it green, you know, green in terms of profit, not like actually green. I don't really care if it's not exactly perfect. But I want a good profit margin. That way we can make it kind of self-sustaining in terms of most utilities. That way we can kind of focus, at least for the fire and services, all that over here to Somerset. And I hate how this is an update. It tells me I need control net and that I need power. Yet they don't need it, they're just getting it across. You can actually see if I were to go here or something, I think it shows. Does it show? Oh, it's just showing. It doesn't show unless I'm actually in the city, but it doesn't update properly. That's alright. Okay, so let's finish this up then. We already have kind of a good layout so far. It would go through here, this side as well. And then I think the next step is I want this to be entirely grid-like, and I want this road to be totally straight either. So let's go ahead and delete that. I'm going to actually follow this according to the pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and make another tree park here. Remember to delete these later. I keep leaving them. I don't actually want the medium wealth, I just want the measurements, is the funny thing. Okay, so let's continue this on this way. I think that's about right there, although I don't want to go too far because I want it to then... Okay, this is what I wanted to do. So I wanted to still have a road here, but not be the same road. If that makes any sense. So we'll have, let's see, a double connection, or double dimension. Double dimension! I mean double density buildings here and here. Allow us space. Then for this. You know what, actually, let's make a mega tower here. That'd be probably the ultimate thing to do. I believe it'll fit just fine if we have... Let's see how big they are and how well it fits in here. So I think we can actually fit 1 or 2 if we did it right. Let's just check. Mega towers. We can fit 1 here for sure, which you probably should do. Let's lay it out real quick. So we'll start at the apartment level. Apartment level there. Doo-doo-doo. Then we'll do a second level if we just get rid of this stupid stuff here and this. Make a second one. We won't make it exactly in the same way. If that makes any sense at all. Oh, I could totally connect this like this, and that would totally work and actually save us our traffic, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, save us space and traffic, whatever you want to call it. But if I did something like this, and then I went to straight here for a minute to host this mega tower, so we need to have something holding it in. And I believe this is almost the exact dimension for it, right? Is that going to fit one? I really can't tell at this point. Let's just see. We need to go all the way out first. Let's just check it out. Would it fit? Would not. Okay. Need to probably put it somewhere else then. I think it's going to be mostly the futuristic ones on this side, though. Probably not very many on this side, only because there's not a lot of space up here in the first place. But that's alright. So now we can go... Okay. I think we want to preserve this little inside spot here because we don't have a whole lot of room up here, and I want to make sure we have at least a large amount of high-density buildings around here, so might that work. But anyway, we're going to call it here. We're getting to the end here. We're at about 30 minutes, almost there, so thank you guys for watching. This has been the second part of our new city. Again, let me know if you have a name down below, and we will eventually name this thing as well as possibly progress into the actual, hopefully, zoning sometime soon. We're still in the beginning stage, but that's fine. We're taking it a bit slow, which is always nice. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.